ஓகே சரிப்பா, செஷன் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகுது. சுமி, இது ஐஓடி செஷனை நீங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க. இல்லம்மா, அந்த ஐஓடி செஷனை நீங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க சுமி. நான் எனக்கு இன்னொரு கால் வந்துட்டு இருக்கு இருப்பேன், பட் தென் யூ ஸ்டார்ட் ஸோ தட் டைம் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும்.
Good morning, all of you. Welcome to the session. We'll wait for 2 minutes so that participants are joining. In another 2 minutes, we'll start the session. Good morning, all of you. On behalf of Skill Technica and MSME, I welcome all of you to this wonderful session, IoT with cloud computing. It's a pre-orientation session. I'm Sumi here, Head of Operations Skill Technica. This motive of this session is to give you the brief idea about what the course deals with, that is Internet of Things with cloud computing. And as I think if you are a technical participants, you must be knowing what is this Internet of Things and how it is changing the world. And along with the cloud computing, we have integrated this course because Internet of Things is nothing without cloud. Because whatever data we collect through the things, it has to be stored in some place. So this Internet of Things with cloud computing is a customized course where the two technologies, cloud computing and IoT is integrated, and we have come up with this unique course with the Government of India certification and Skill Technica certification. So who we are, Skill Technica, we are the futuristic skill development platform where we give trainings for all the futuristic technology like IoT, AI, ML, data science and digital marketing, all the latest technology which has more job opportunities. We are doing all the trainings on this latest technology. Along with that, we are as a training and placement partners where we partnered with different employment organizations, and we are giving the job assistance also for the participants. So this course is this course starts from May 15th. It is a 4-weekend course. The only thing is every day it is a 3-hour session. It will be done. The course fees is 10,500 rupees, including GST. Where you will be getting the dual certification, that is MSME, IDMI, Government of India certification, along with that Skill Technica certification also. Post the course, also we will be in touch with you because this 24 hours session is not going to be enough to become excel in the technology. That is true actually. So what we do is post the course also, we will be keep in touch with the participants so that in future also for employment opportunities also we are guiding them. And along with that, any doubts, or if you are developing a product and if you want to be an entrepreneur, and all the support system will be given through us. So this course is going to be a complete package for you. Once you enroll, you will be learning about what is IoT and what is this cloud computing. For more details and for registration, you can contact this number 91764511010. Mr. George, who is taking care of the enrollments, he will be in touch with you. Any queries related to the registrations and other details, you can communicate Mr. George also. With these details, I would like to introduce Ms. Ramakala. Yeah, this is as I said, it's a 4 weekends course, 3 hours per day. That is every weekend you will have a 6-hour session. So it is going to be a 24-hour session. Yeah, these details I have given. The course starts from 15th May and it ends on June 6th. The course fee is 10,500 because this course fee, as it is an integrated course, you can across India, you can check where you can get IoT as a separate course and cloud as a separate course. We have integrated this course and it is comes as a dual technological integrated course. Yes, with this details about the course, I would like to introduce Ms. Ramakala, who is the course instructor of Skill Technica. She will be taking over the sessions for IoT with cloud computing. She has a very good experience in both hardware and software platform. She has handled 5,000 sessions for college students, faculty members, working professionals on IoT, VLSI and digital communication. So she has a very good knowledge in both hardware and software, including embedded system. With this, she has trained more. She has handled the Government of India programs also, 500 sessions of IoT to Air Force engineers, Karnataka State Police and IT professionals. So she has a very good experience in handling the session. Both she will be teaching theoretically and hands-on session. The entire whole course will be handled by Ms. Ramakala. She is having different certifications also, that is IEEE, IGART, different international organizations she is certified. She will be taking over the sessions. Today's session also she will be handling, and she will give you the learning path, how you are going to take up the sessions, what are all the topics covered, and what will be your journey through this course will be explained by Ms. Ramakala. With this introduction, I would like to invite Mr. Ramakala to take over the session. Welcome, Ms. Ramakala. Please take over the session.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Welcome to this orientation program. We are very excited to be offering this course on IoT with cloud computing, and I hope you will enjoy working through it. So, main course objective is through this course, it will be introduce the different characteristics of IoT, including their end devices, networks, programming, security, and other privacy implications, and expand your practical experience in the development of cloud-based IoT systems and exposure to proper hardware and software platform that strengthen such development. So, what are the prerequisites needed for this course? So, there are no prerequisites needed for this. Just you have to spend 3 hours per day. That is enough. So, why this IoT with cloud computing? Why this fusion of these two trending technology? So, transformation is an ever going trend, which is becoming an absolute need of the hour in today's fast paced world. With technology churning every bit of information in a refined new format, there is a lot of scope when it comes to data storage as well as data manipulation, isn't it? A smartphone, and we are using social media, these things are going to rule the world. There is a lot of conversation happening around what's coming next. So the evident answer for the hour is internet of things, or that simply we can say that IoT. With the internet churning out the huge chunks of data every second, there is a pending strain on the data infrastructure. Marketing, it's necessary to look out for some solution to ease usage of these data storage, because millions of billions of devices are going to connected with the internet. So it will continuously gathering the data. We need that much of storage devices, right? So since the rise of the cloud, there is a massive shift towards using it as a means of storage for people as well as business. Given the scalability as well as data dynamics, there is a lot of stress being given on use of cloud and to make data available remotely. So putting the scalability to use, the cloud has proved to be an efficient tool for transferring the data. So through the traditional internet channel as well as through a dedicated direct link, the traditional method is not preferred extensively. However, at the same time, many businesses prefer to use the direct link to transfer the data to the cloud part. Given the quality of the data and the security, it ensures during the transfer phase. So this is not all. The cloud has become an integral part of internet, right? Simply put, that cloud can be termed as enabler when it is come to IoT part. So the cloud is undoubtedly an ideal solution to meet all data driven needs for education, business, organization, for all type of applications. As this technology is developing, it is providing an agile platform for developers to create meaningful apps to establish their better data devices over the internet. So how this cloud computing aids IoT? This is the next question, right? So the underlying idea behind this IoT and cloud computing is to, in order to increase the efficiency in the day-to-day life without disturb the quality of the data being stored or transferred. So this is the main aim of this IoT with cloud. Since the relationship is a mutual, both the services complement each other effectively. The IoT becomes the source of the data, while the cloud becomes the ultimate destination decision, destination for it to be stored, that because that huge data to be stored. As we progress through the years, we will see a lot of changes happening. Some of these changes will be gradual while others will be more rapid. So companies like the top cloud providers like Amazon AWS, Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure will become the undisputed leader for leader of cloud as well as IoT services, making the challenge even more worthwhile in this field. As the cloud gathers more attention and speed slowly, there are a multitude of cloud service providers which are beginning to offer pay per use models to business, because the cloud compute is basically so what lot of services are there. What are the services you are using, that much you have to pay to the corresponding providers, right? These are all the reasons why there's fusion of these two trending tech, IoT with cloud computing. So basically this course consists of 7 models. We will start from basics of IoT. So what in the world is the Internet of Things? What is IoT? Why IoT is important? What are the evolution? What are the components we are using this IoT technologies and IoT's application of IoT? It's comprised all type of industry. Virtually, it's connected in all industry. IoT in environmental monitoring, IoT in smart city, IoT in agriculture, IoT in hospitals, IoT in healthcare industry, Industry 4.0. These are all the lot of applications of IoT, right? So what is IoT here? Why IoT is important? So Internet of Things is expanding at rapid rate, and it is becoming increasingly important for professionals to understand what it is, how it works, and how to connect its power to improve your business. So this course will enable learners to leverage their business and technical knowledge across this IoT as well as cloud computing part. So Internet of Things is to virtually connect all the physical things with the internet. So what are the things? What kind of things these are? Oh, for example, your shoe can even be connected to IoT. Surprised? Yes, what you heard is right. Your shoe can also tell the things about how much you walked, or the places you have walked, or where are you right now. So this is the magic of IoT. It is going to be another industrial revolution. You would get better ready for this new trending world, the era of Internet of Things. It not just collect data, it's not collect information, not only distribute these information, it is also can feel and intelligently it can respond to your postings. It is pretty good, right? IoT evolution in this internet world, in this platform, we can share our information, we can find out facts, we can meet with our friends, we can have teleconferences and talk to your friends, relatives that may be miles away. The internet is changing, and it is changing in profound ways. It's no longer just a means of communication, right? We can use internet to connect things that we wouldn't normally think of putting onto the internet. Things like your fridge. It's a simple example. Find out when your milk's going off, when you need to order some more milk. But it is more than that, much more, because IoT virtually connected in manufacturing, agriculture, healthcare, smart city, lot of. It's going to change the way we do things. It gathers information, it processes the information, and presents it back to the human beings in a way they can understand. That is the it is the intelligence of things. In the background there is a lot of communication going on between machines, I mean machines to machines communication, and we will be looking closely at how this happens, and that automates the process so that a human can do what they do best, make decisions on based on the data which is collected by the sensor. So the Internet of Things is just in its a very beginning stage. We are in a beginning stage of IoT. We are starting to see the connections of IoT devices. We are starting to see some places where the data is being collected, how it is processed, and how that collected data will be used for different uses. These are all the things we are going to discuss. So you may be wondering what the Internet of Things can do for us. Well, it can automate things. It can make our life easier. It can gather massive amount of data that a human being cannot really cope with. But we can use that to predict what we need to do in the future. We can look at trends. We can take action before failure occurs, and generally just help us to do a better job of what we are doing now by embracing this automation. So the Internet of Things is, it's wonderful. It's going to cure all of our problems. It's a solution to all of our worries in the world, right? So this is why this IoT is very much important for our life. So in model 2 and that basic components, what are all the input output devices we are going to use in this particular IoT. So sensor is basically input devices. Sensor which is used to collect the data from the outside environment. Based on the data, it will send the data to the controller part. From the controller part, it will send the command to the actuator part. So here, what is actuator? Actuators are the output device of IoT components, right? So based on controller command, actuator will take the accurate action. What are the actions it needs? That will be taken by actuator part. And next part is controller. IoT development kits. What are the boards we are using for this program? Arduino controller, Node MCU. That Node MCU is ESP8266, Raspberry Pi, and some interesting projects with virtual simulation tool, that is Tinkercad simulation tool. So these are all the things comprised in model 2. So this one is Arduino Uno. The second one is Node MCU. What's the basic difference between these two devices? In Arduino, there are no more possibility for Wi-Fi. Onboard facility is not there. But in Node MCU part, onboard Wi-Fi module is there. It is very easy to connect your internet connectivity with this physical board. Onboard Wi-Fi model, that's the name is ESP8266. So anyone very familiar, beginner for this electronics projects, anyone else a very beginner, just now they are starting to this IoT platform. So for them, this is a very basic kit to understand, clearly understand the depth of IoT, how we can give the input to hardware part, how we can get output from this part, how we can interface cloud part with the physical part. Everything will be depth. The core knowledge of IoT will be getted through this type of development kits. And next one, Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi is one of the familiar IoT development kit. It's a processor. So it's like a same personal computer. We need to, because this type of Raspberry Pi, it's fully operate on own OS, Linux based OS. So we need to download that OS, and we need to change it into the bootable form in SD card. We need to insert SD card in this board. Then we can access this Raspberry Pi as a mini computer. We can chat, we can use for video call, or we can use it for games, we can use it for browsing. So for all other application, we can use this Raspberry Pi processor. And what are the things, what are the hardware description, and how to download that OS bootable form, everything will be discussed in this Raspberry Pi part. So this one, the very important tool is Tinkercad, because what's special in this tool, virtually we can connect all the hardware components, just drag and place manual. We can do this connection, and we can type your program, we can check what are the errors in the program. Everything will be complete, get it through this Tinkercad simulation tool. So we can connect virtually all the required components, IoT device component, and we can write our code, we can check our output virtually. So this is the main important of this Tinkercad simulation tool. And next part, IoT architecture. So what type of architectures we are following? So because different different layers are there, so that main optimal architectures. So 5 layer architectures we are going to discuss in this part. how that sensor, I mean physical platform to application layer, how the data is transferring, what are the things happening inside this layers. So everything will be discussed in this architecture part. So for example, how the data are collecting by sensor, how the data, once the data is collected, then next how the data is transferred from physical layer to upcoming layers. Suppose, so network layer is responsible for data transfer from one layer to another layer, and data processing layer responsible for storage of the data and the data analysis. Everything will done by that processing layer. So after that processing layer, how it reaches the application layer. So from application layer, how the data will be monitored, how the data can be controlled, everything will be the application. So these all the part will be covered in this IoT architecture part. So how that sensor to application layer flow is there. And next part, the major part, cloud computing. So why this cloud computing is needed for this IoT? So basic thing. So cloud computing on demand basis, we can access these services, right? So we can access your storage, we can get infrastructure, we can get network, we can get OS, we can get application. What are the things you require? We can access the services. So how much we are using, that much we have to pay to the cloud providers. So what are the cloud deployment models are there? Cloud services, cloud types, and some major cloud providers, as well as some open source cloud platforms specifically for our IoT devices, IoT sensors data collection. So these are the things we will be covered in this cloud computing platform. And cloud computing, lot of services are there. One of the major cloud computing service like Amazon Web Service, AWS. In this part, we are going to discuss how we can create our virtual machine in this part. So visually 32 GB memory location, it will be assigned for this particular service. On free access, we can access, we can utilize that services without any cost. So how we can create that OS, may be a Windows OS, that may be Linux, or maybe Mac, Ubuntu. Lot of options are there. According to a wish, we can create our virtual machine in cloud platform in Amazon EC2 instance service. So this part will be covered in cloud computing part. And one more thing is, in IoT, some important clouds are there. So this one is cloud infrastructures. So cloud computing, what are the services, what are the types, or the physical, I mean private, public, and hybrid clouds are there. Private is used for specifically for high secured application. We will use private cloud. For example, government organization. So government, for example, we can say Aadhaar system. So Indian citizenship, all data are very secret one. We need to confidentially, we need to handle that all the citizens data. That time government using this type of private cloud services types. And when we go for private as well as the public cloud, that is public cloud is used for anyone having on their own organization, they can follow public cloud. And magic hybrid cloud, hybrid cloud is a combination of private as well as the public. So private and public combination, suppose this type of cloud can be used for IT companies. So suppose they are going to create to deliver some new projects. So projects related all confidential information, only that organization persons can access the data. So in that time, they will follow private cloud. Suppose for customer side, they need to deliver all the products to the customer part, they will use this type of public cloud. So it's a combination of both public and private cloud, that is the hybrid cloud. Cloud providers. So in IoT project, so this one is hands-on part. This one is how we are going to create one virtual machine in AWS cloud, that is EC2. And IoT, some more interesting clouds are there. So because this IoT collecting the data, sensors are collecting the data, we how that data is moving to cloud part. So UBDATS, Blink are a basic, very familiar cloud in IoT platform. So open source platform. So without any cost, we can access these services. So UBDATS is a very familiar one. So where we can use the data visualization. Data visualization in the graphical representations are available. In Blink Cloud also, lot of gadgets, widgets form data visualizations are available. And Blink, specifically this type of Blink Cloud is used for, or controlling your application, for the home automation process, how we can control the all electronics devices from your mobile itself. You can control all the devices from your mobile. So wherever you are remotely, you can access the all the devices in your home. Suppose if I am away from my home, I want to change, I want to on switch on my AC. Suppose I want to switch off my TV because my children are to limit their TV access. I can virtually control my TV. I can, if you are planning for long trip, if you are worrying about your gardening, no need to worry about it. Virtually, you can switch on your motor. Virtually we can do all that watering to the plant. I mean, irrigation can be performed through these type of IoT devices. So these are the main applications. So in this platform, UBDATS, Blink, this type of cloud services we are using in this overall program. And next part is protocols. What are the IoT protocols we are using to connect your internet with the hardware part? So in this protocol, protocol, it's a basically set of rules and regulation for communication, right? Some data protocols are there, and IoT network protocols are there. And in this part, in network protocols, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Sigfox, Zigbee, LoRaWAN, Z-Wave. So these are the very familiar protocols. It's a very familiar one in the year of 2021. So LoRaWAN, maximum of smart city projects are used this type of LoRaWAN, because lot of millions of devices, long wide area coverage will be obtained through this LoRaWAN. Z-Wave is specifically used for home automation projects. So millions of more than 200 devices can be connected with this Z-Wave. And Sigfox is specifically designed for smart metering, smart grid application, and Wi-Fi. These are very familiar. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, are smart Bluetooth. These type of protocols already we are using in our home also. So these LoRa, Zigbee, Z-Wave, Sigfox, these are specifically designed for IoT. And OPC UA, one more important. That one is fully based on machine-to-machine communication protocol. And this type of information will be discussed in this IoT network protocol and data protocol, whether 4G, 5G, NFC, near field communication, Wi-Fi communication. These all comes under data protocols. So next one is security challenges. Why this security is needed for this IoT part? Because I already told 20 billions of devices are going to connected with the internet, right? So it's a chance, right? Well, imagine we have got 20 billion extra devices connected with the internet, that 20 billion more devices for hackers to try and get into. And it's a real issue. The Internet of Things will also, it's a chance to get hackers. Hackers can theft your personal information. The possibilities are there. So what are the security issues in IoT? So how we can find out the solution for particular problems? What are the challenges? So everything will be discussed in this IoT security part, right? At last, so this one is the hardware part is over. How we can interface internet protocol, architectures, cloud, everything is over. At last, IoT programming. So in this part, we will start from basic C, because what are the things we needed for IoT, that will be covered in basic C part. Basic C, loop concept, conditional statement, variables, how we can do the input, how we can get the output, everything will be discussed. We will start from the scratch. So no need to worry about your programming skill. So if you know that all the C concept, C++ language, that is fine. If you don't have any prior experience in coding part, no need to worry about it. We will start from the scratch. We will explain all the simple things from the scratch. So, and then how that C is used for the, what is the basic relationship between C as well as embedded C. So how we are using the software part to interact your hardware part. So how we can give the input to in the particular input pin, how we can read the output pin. So that will be discussed in Arduino. So in this part, Arduino programming is used for Node MCU controller, because in Arduino board, so I already told there are no possibility. Externally, we need to connect all other peripheral devices for network connectivity. But that second board, Node MCU ESP8266, so that board itself, it's a one onboard Wi-Fi module is there. So through that, we can easily connect your internet with hardware part. So we can easily move your data to internet and as well as to the cloud part. So how we can integrate this ESP8266 with Arduino IDE? So what all the libraries are needed? So library installation, IDE tool installation, everything will be covered in this IoT programming part. And then Python. So Python is very much important because Python is very simple language. How we are talking in English, the same manner we can do all the programs in Python programming. So that is the main advantages of Python. Simply we can understand that basic concept of Python and Python libraries. So in this Python program, we are going to do some interesting project in IoT. And next, hands-on part. In this hands-on part, that last, in cloud computing part, virtual machine creation using AWS EC2. Elastic Cloud Compute Cloud is a EC2 tool. It is one of the main service in AWS, Amazon Web Services. So using this service, we are going to create one virtual machine in the cloud part. And next, the basic embedded part. In basic embedded, sensor with controller interfacing. So flame detection, that is the main program for that is IoT project. Second one is simple home automation with Node MCU using Blink Cloud. So what's special in this board? So remotely we are going to access your all electronic devices. So Blink Cloud is one of the familiar cloud to control your IoT devices. So from your mobile itself, you can access all the electronic devices. So that will be covered in this third hands-on part. And fourth one is weather reporting station. So weather reporting station, what are the sensor and basically temperatures, humidity value, how that value can be transferred to cloud part. From the cloud, we can monitor the data in a graphical representation manner, as well as in gadgets we can monitor the data, as well as we can send alert messages. So if there are any abnormalities, something in temperature level, in humidity level, as well as in fifth one, pollution monitoring. The pollution monitoring basically collecting the air quality data. So how much your air is quality, I mean any harmful toxic components are present in the air, it will be detect easily through this type of intelligent sensor. That same Ubidat's cloud only, but some protocols will be different. In Ubidat's cloud, we can use TCP, UDP protocol, MQTT protocol. These are all the very familiar protocols we can use it to access this Ubidat's cloud. So what's special in that? Suppose now that air quality is exceeding the threshold value. So that time cloud part itself can send the alert message to the person. So who is authorized person, that person can get the alert message. We can send email like types of alert. We can give SMS, we can give phone call. Everything is possible in this cloud devices, cloud part. So that is the main importance of Ubidat's cloud. So this one is flame detection, home automation system, weather reporting station, air pollution, and some interesting demos. So in our part, we already completed IoT robot, some smart irrigation system, and next from Python, Raspberry Pi, one image processing related some projects. I mean face detection and human face detection as well as mask detection, and this type of image processing projects demos will be there, and smart healthcare monitoring system, that basic vital sign of humans, uh, temperature, blood pressure, blood oxygen level, as well as heart rate. So everything will be monitored through our intelligent IoT sensor. So in that part also, how they that cloud part can alert the person, so that everything will be comes under this demos part. And next, at last, once we completed all the projects, demos, everything, that main revolution, industry 4.0, and what are the skills required to become an IoT engineer, what are the skills needed for cloud engineer. So IoT cloud skills demands, everything will be discussed in this part. So this one is a day wise curriculum for throughout this program. Day one, totally 8 days, right? 4 weekends, Saturday and Sunday. The day one, that basic IoT as well as basic C program, and day two, Arduino program. Day three, IoT protocols and cloud computing. Day four, hands-on part in cloud, AWS virtual creation machine. And day five, all that IoT projects. It started from flame detection, home automation, and some demos. And day six also hands-on part, weather as well as air pollution. And day seven, Python. So related with Python, some demos in face detection app. So last one, Industry 4.0, demanding skills for IoT as well as cloud platform. So what you will get through this course? So successful completion of this industrial training, you will be get ideas about the latest technologies, IoT as well as cloud computing, or you can apply this basic concept of IoT as well as cloud computing models in various levels of application, and it will help you to find a solution to the real-time problems. You can generate your own ideas. Based on that ideas, you can give some solution for social related issues. So that is the main thing. On your own ideas, you can generate your own projects, and you will be equipped with some hands-on practice in IoT as well as cloud computing platform. You can understand the basic, you can understand IoT devices, networks, protocols, and utility of cloud in IoT ecosystem. Cloud services, three basic services are the PaaS, SaaS, IaaS, platform as a service, software as a service, infrastructure as a service, and IoT security challenges, and digital storages of IoT, hands-on with IoT and a cloud platform. And you can understand the concept of various cloud deployment models. You can review research articles from well-known journals, and you can draft one IEEE paper format. You can create your own paper and you can submit in various reputed journals, and conference proceedings regarding to IoT as well as cloud computing platform. So you can get dual certificate in this program. And this one is a basic MSME as well as IDEMI certification. And next one is this is the basic model of skill technica certificate, and some FAQs, frequently asked questions. If you have any queries related to this hands-on as well as main parts, you can ask your queries in chat box.
Thank you, Ramakala, for that wonderful presentation. Hope all the participants would have got an idea what is this course deals with, and what are all the certification, what are all the advantages, everything you would have come to know. Still, if you have any queries, Please, you can raise your hand. We can unmute you and yourself and you can talk, or you can put it in the chat box. We are here to clarify your doubts. Participants, please be interactive so that you can clarify your doubts here itself. You can take a decision on joining the course or not. And it is comes with dual certification, and it has got more opportunities. Post the course, we are here to assist you. There is no doubt in that. We will be giving job placement assistantship also. Because we are tied up with many employment organizations, with some top companies also we are collaborated, so that we can give you some job assistance post the course also. And there is a community is there, we have developed. In that also you can become a member, where you will be keep getting the information about the upcoming job opportunities and the upcoming courses also, where you can develop your knowledge, where you can develop your career. Everything is possible once you enroll this course. Job surely, certificate is surely you will be getting once you have completed your course. We will be couriering the hard copy of the course certificate to you, and along with that we are doing job assistantship. See, wherever the openings are there, we will surely guide you that there is an opening, and along with that we can guide you to prepare yourself technically also. And we are doing assessments along with the trainings. So let's see, if you are interested, you can take up that also, so that you can find out where you lag, or what will be the possibilities of your career. Everything career assistantship and job placement assistantship will be done from Skill Technica. Any other queries, participants? If you have any. Yes, Ramakala, can you put that flyer? It is 10,500 including GST. So this is the flyer for this one. Yeah, I think this is the cost, Mr. Mohammed, 10,500. This is comes with the subsidized price, because if you go outside now, I think there is no good training platform for IoT with cloud computing. So with subsidized price, we are doing this course. This is 10,500 including GST.
Basic IoT kit.
Yeah, one more participants. We are with this course is we are including the basic IoT kit also, where, because IoT means it is incomplete without hands-on. You have to do the hands-on, then only you will get the feel of the IoT. That IoT kit also we will be couriering you. Once you register yourself, you will get a basic IoT kit will be couriered to your residence. So in the online, our trainer will show you how to do the connection and what are all the circuit diagram, and how to give the connection, how to execute the codes will be explained online. You can do it from your side. Any other queries, participants? Yes, Ramakala, you can give, see, you can give the what are all the kit consists of.
Yes, ma'am. In this basic IoT part, required what all that hands-on part, we mentioned some projects related to that, all the components, including sensors, actuators, and Node MCU microcontroller, as well as for home automation purpose, basic LED kits, as well as DC motor. So some all the record sensor as well as actuators, everything will be in that with the Node MCU controller kits.
Yeah, so as she explained, Whatever the hands-on part is, all the sensors, actuators, and the controller, jumpers, and other peripheral devices, everything will be given in the kit. You no need to do anything extra, except I think one screwdriver is there with you. That's fine. You can do the hands-on. Yes, Ramesh Reddy, we are very much very concerned about the hands-on when it comes to IoT, because other programming technologies we can do the coding, but IoT we have to do some kind of hands-on, then only you can get the feel of the technology. That we are surely taking care, and there is a hands-on post the theoretical sessions. Yes, our team will, sales team will communicate you, Ms. Vidya, related to the placement services what we are providing. I will inform our sales team to get connect with you. You can have a discussion with them. Then the payment has to be, it's one-time payment, because it's a Government of India program, where the payment is directly going to the government, and so it has to be a one-time payment. Yes, thank you, Ramesh Reddy. Ms. Razia, I didn't get you. Do you assist for the publication? What kind of question actually? I didn't get what do you mean actually? Can you unmute and talk, ma'am? Ms. Razia?
Ma'am, she is asking for journal publication, ma'am.
Okay.
How to draft, write a paper in
Okay.
IPP format like that.
Okay. Oh, that publication. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So surely Ramakala will assist you in that actually. Well,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
you
we
can connect with
give
her.
letter. Yes.
That she will assist you, Ms. Razia.
In future, if you need any help related to paper publication, really, I can help you in this part, ma'am. Razia, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Any other query, participants? Hope you have got all the information. If you feel this session was informative, you can give some feedbacks so that we can improve on ourselves in the upcoming sessions. There is a query, Ramakala, in the chat box.
So in network platform, only Wi-Fi and other things related to cloud, some more protocols like UDP, TCP. In cloud part, we will discuss these type of protocols. The basic things, how to interface the protocol with the hardware part, that will be covered in this part. Yes, we can share it, sir. Syllabus also. That mentioned curriculum, day-wise curriculum and other syllabus, hands-on projects list.
Yes, regarding the enrollment, our sales team will be in touch with you guys. So the syllabus and other more details will be shared through our sales team. They will be in touch with you, sir. Ramesh Reddy, our team will call you.
In protocol part, what are the special IoT protocols are there? Like MQTT, AMQP, exam, CoAP protocols. The concepts, everything will be explained in this part. But in hands-on part, because in the short time of period, that maximum protocols will be covered in this cloud part as well as hardware part. But the concept, everything will be explained, that familiar protocol like MQTT. Basically, in this type of protocols are fully based on publish and subscribe model. How we can give that publisher, subscriber, the topic. So how we can interface with the MQTT.
Okay.
So that will be covered.
Okay. Raspberry Pi also I learned in this course. Hands on.
Okay. You already attended this program, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. In same MSME, it is Skill Technica.
Ma'am.
In same courses, sir. In same MSME program conducted by Skill Technica.
Okay.
Already attended.
Okay. ESP8266 hands-on projects. Okay, but what about this IoT?
Raspberry Pi you are asking, sir. Sir, Raspberry Pi, you know how much it costs, right? It is coming
Raspberry
around.
Pi, 1,000 rupees also.
No, sir. No. 3,000 minimum actually. Raspberry Zero version itself.
Raspberry Pi Zero is a basic board.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That cost is the 1,200 only.
No, I don't think so, sir.
Yes,
See, with that modules, you cannot do different peripherals, sir. Peripheral
that include also Bluetooth, also Wi-Fi and Bluetooth also there in the Raspberry Pi Zero board. It is the best of the IoT in Raspberry Pi.
Yes, sir. Raspberry Pi, we know actually that is the most widely used. With the Raspberry Pi, we are giving demos.
Demos, only demos.
Yes, demos. So in the IoT kit, we are not. Demos are there with Raspberry Pi, sir. We will explain how to do connections and how to do the what is that projects with Raspberry Pi. But Raspberry Pi demos we are doing.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, but all the Raspberry Pi details will be covered, sir. Arduino and Node MCU and Raspberry Pi. All the technical details will be covered. The hands-on part you will be missing Raspberry Pi, but the technical details will be shared and demos will be shared.
Okay, madam.
All the session videos you will be getting, sir, and whatever session you are attending, all the session videos will be shared to your email ID.
Okay, thank you.
So post the course also, you can review yourself whenever you are free or whenever you have doubt, you can in future also develop yourself with the session videos.
Okay, ma'am.
Any other queries, participants? Yes, if you feel the session was very informative and useful, please give some feedbacks, attendees. If you don't have any queries, I think we will wind up the session. Please leave some feedback if you feel the session was very useful. Thank you, Mr. Vijay. Mr. Vijay, are you already connected with us, right? So you are doing already AML course. Am I right, sir? Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Welcome to IoT also. You can explore IoT technology also. Yes, participants, if you don't have any queries, I think we will wind up the session. Oh, okay. 1 minute, 1 minute, sir. Ramakala, are you there? Ramakala,
Yes, ma'am.
please unmute Vijay Khetan.
I have unmuted him, ma'am. He can talk.
Yes, Mr. Vijay Khetan, please go ahead. Would like to say something. Praveen, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I have unmuted him, ma'am, actually.
Yeah, I think he is not able to speak. Yes, Mr. Vijay, can you
Sir,
hear us?
yeah, you can speak now, sir.
No, sir, your mic is not connected. You are not audible, sir.
Hello, now?
Yes, sir, yes, sir, you are audible now. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, I'm in that AIML, so this IoT will start from Monday.
Very good to know, sir.
Just I got this link.
Okay, sir. So, are you interested to join with us for IoT also?
Actually, currently I'm working in IoT.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
So, hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir. Please, can you be audible little more?
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So currently, actually, I'm working in IoT platform.
Okay.
AIML was the new for platform.
Okay.
That I got as a combo course of the AIML and IoT.
Okay.
It is good, good curriculum and course structure.
Very good, sir. Very good to know, sir.
Yep.
Sir, we can't hear you.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, that's it.
Okay, sir. Please join with the IoT technology also. I will tell Praveen to in touch with you. So any other details, I am also in the session, AML, I'm also there. If you want any, if you have any queries, please keep in touch with us. I will guide you, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your feedback. Yes, sir. I think participants, thanks for joining with us. Thanks for spending your valuable Sunday time. Have a great day. Keep in touch with us for more queries. Our sales team will communicate you. Any other queries, you can just call or mail to this number, that is 76451010, or email to george@skilltechnica.com. You will be getting any queries, you can just clarify with them. Thank you for joining us with us. Bye. Have a nice day to all of you. Ramakala, you can end the session. Praveen, are you there? You are the host.
Yes, ma'am. I'll end it, ma'am.
Yeah, end the meeting.
Okay, ma'am.